GMAC Women's Cross Country Athlete of the Week, Carsyn Koch from Cedarville, a very familiar face after your success last year, especially in cross country and indoor and outdoor track and field. Carsyn, how would you evaluate the team's performance through the first two meets of the year of a 5K and 6K distance?
The 6K was definitely a bit of a shock. I know personally for me, coming off of mid-distance in outdoor track, it's always interesting to see how I'll respond to a 6K. I think our freshmen were a little bit shocked at the extra distance, but they seemed to carry their own all right, and it was very exciting to see the upperclassmen really carry the team through, and we had a lot of girls that improved their times quite a bit from last year's 6K to even the first 6K of this season. Moving into the 5K, I think was a little bit more in the comfort zone of most of the team, especially the underclassmen. So I think it proved to be a better race for a lot of us. I think we're in better shape now than we were for the first 6K, and I think mentally it was easier to get into it a little more once you get that first race jitters out of the way.
Now, if you can rewind back to the Friendship Invitational this past weekend, usually they say you're your own worst critic, but how would you evaluate your own performance where you finished fifth in a pretty large field?
Well, I'm certainly glad I'm not where I was last year. I think it's nice to see improvement, and it's nice to see that it feels like the same effort level, but you see a production of better times just from better training and being a little bit more mature than you are freshman year. So I'm glad that I'm not where I was last year, but I'm definitely happy to have had last year's experience so that I could see improvement this year.
Another chance for Cedarville to host again with the AllOhio Championships coming up. Can you give us a little bit of a preview of what you're expecting for this meet?
I think it'll definitely be one of the more exciting cross-country races, one that I think brings a lot of energy, and a lot of people like to come out and support us, and just to see people who are really good at what they do. There'll be a lot of teams that will come with a lot of talent and a lot of intensity, and I think that as a team it's always a highlight of the season to see that many athletes and that many athletes that are really good to get a chance to race against. And with a field that large, it's nice to be passing people all the time and to feel like you're really progressing through the race. So I think that it'll bring a lot of fun and a lot of excitement and just a very competitive field that will be great to watch and great to compete in.
Now on paper, Trevecca Nazarene was the only other GMAC school to compete at the Friendship Invitational, but a fellow sophomore, Caroline Hampton, was the GMAC Runner of the Year last year, and on paper you give her a really good run for her money. Was there kind of a potential matchup that you were looking forward to going against her head-to-head?
I think that she's an incredible athlete, and I think that at the same time it helps us as a team, and like me personally, to just think about doing my best and to try really hard to still be competitive, but not to compare yourself to any athlete in particular. I think that it was a shame that she didn't race, because it's always great to race against someone who's really good at what they do. But hopefully we'll be seeing her later on in the season.
Carsyn, thanks for your time this afternoon, and best of luck to you the rest of the season.
Thank you.